So let's start. Yeah, well, just 1 second. I have to tie my hairs. There we go. So that's XR. That's why it's so good. Let's get to the actual tutorial. So this is a tutorial for Warudo in combination with XR Animator. That was just a little way to showcase how easy the tracking is and how good it is as well. As you can see, full tracking of the body as well. We'll get into it in a second. You're probably seeing double of me, like there's one in the corner here. But yeah, so this is Warudo. Let's go first check where you can get XR Animator, and then we'll move on to how to set up everything in XR. Make sure to check all of the settings that are important. The rest you can pretty much figure them out on your own. And we'll also go in depth on how to set up in the Unity side of things your model, so that if you don't use a VRM by default, you can export it directly without setting up anything manually. That's way too difficult. In a way, that's way too difficult. So everything is free. Warudo, XR Animator, and this toolkit that I mentioned, that's my own. I've made it myself to ease this process, which normally it's a pain in the ass. If you use ARKit, there's 52 keys that you have set up manually. If you don't have it by default with VRM. Also, I will turn off the light in my room, because I've noticed, and this is also a note, if you turn off your light and have one single light in front of you, it will track better. The most important thing is that you want contrast with the background. If you have a green screen, you probably don't need to turn off your light and have one directly in front of you, but it's a good thing to keep in mind. So in my case, I have a pink wall with being the whitest girl possible on this planet, so yeah, it's going to be awful. It's going to be all washed out in terms of colors, especially if you use a cheap camera, as this is still tracking with a camera. This isn't I'm not using any official mockup or anything. Like, all of it is by MediaPipe. So one thing first, before we go into where you can get it, why not use the MediaPipe in Warudo? Can the MediaPipe in Warudo, for example, as I cover my face or just block the camera, and it's going to bug out incredibly, if I just turn around and then remove the end? As you can see, now I'm looking in the direction I'm physically looking at without any trouble. Warudo does not allow that. It just tracks based on like the offset. If you started with your face facing forward, you cover your face, and all of a sudden you're 90 degrees to the right, it's still going to face forward, the model. It's not tracking to your actual face, it's just tracking based on offsets, which is possibly like worst way you can do that. It doesn't allow for any proper tracking, basically. Also, MediaPipe in Warudo doesn't allow for something, which is that I will open my version of XR, which I have on the side as a second version to make this tutorial. We'll go actually into the setup in a moment, which is full body tracking. I will turn on the light again so I can go into the back of my room to actually showcase it. Full body mockup. It suddenly disappears because Warudo things. So let's go back to the camera and activate orbit camera. It's going to look pretty weird, I know, but that's just because of my model and the default pose. If I all of a sudden move around and go in the back here, let's move the chair out of the way. There we go. Yeah, so you have full body tracking. It's not the best, obviously, as I've said. Pink wall against white skin against pink wall. It's not the most optimal setup. I should get a green screen eventually, but as you can see, full body tracking, complete full body tracking, like in complete 3D. Obviously, if it loses track of your face, it's going to bug out a bit. It's not tracking the best because of the low contrast as well. So, but yeah, this depends on setup. It's still like full body tracking with a €15 camera, so that's still irreplaceable and 10 times better than any other option currently available in Warudo. My cat stole my chair. So yeah, let's get back to it, and hopefully he will move. He will move. Can you move? He doesn't want to move. We'll continue the tutorial with the cat in the background. So now that we've showcased that, 5 minutes already. You want to get into it, I know. So let's get into it. Where you can get it? Really quick fire. So it's from GitHub. There is also a site and there is also a booth panel. That's all purely dependent on which one you want to get. It's the same thing, it's the same version, same functionality. The only difference is GitHub will allow you to select a different version compared to the other sites. Now, obviously, let me turn on again half body tracking, where it's going to look broken on stream on the recording. Yeah. Oh, no, oh, sorry. Free look. I forgot. Okay, so back to the setup you were seeing a moment ago. And back to the site where you can get it. It's you can simply search for XR Animator here, as you can see, just simply the name. Then you can go into the GitHub. This is the actual page for the web version, so this isn't like, I know the name sounds strange, but it's not like a scam website or anything like that. It's just the web version. If you want to use it from your browser, please don't. It's so fucking bad. But yeah, so use the GitHub version, or you can go on both. If you scroll down, it should eventually come up. And yeah, so there is also a page from both. So just both. And as you can see, this is the first that comes up. This is the right one, so don't worry if it's... everything is in Japanese, so GitHub might be the best option, actually. You go here, you haven't used GitHub, that's fine. Don't follow people that tell you to just download from here. Don't do that. Please. You're downloading the actual code and it's going to not work out. Go to the releases. You can either select this for the latest or the releases to see all releases. So this is all the list for all of them. In case one version doesn't work and maybe it's giving you bugs or things like that, you can go to the other versions if that works. Maybe if you're using Mac, since it's a new version available, it's in beta currently, maybe you want to go to another beta and that worked better. This way you can. So let's go here and we'll simply download from here. I have Windows, so I'll download that and should be here. Yeah, I already did, and it's already in a folder. Once you've set it up in a folder, you can just go into the actual folder. In my case, it's here. Let's go up. I failed at recording this tutorial a few times, as you can see. You have, in my case, I have one folder for everything. This is the old version that I'm currently using, and then a subfolder for the version 30. That's for this tutorial. So don't get confused. You're going to extract the zip, and this is going to be what it contains. You're not going to see an exe or anything to run if you search for like XR Animator, Animator. It will not come up. It will just not come up. Why? Because it's weird like that. I have no idea why. It's an Electron app. So you open this folder here that has Electron V something. It changes based on the version you download. And then you are going to look for electron.exe. This is a shortcut I've created in the previous attempt at recording this tutorial. So it's literally just right click, create shortcut, renamed it to XR Animator to make it clearer. And from there you can run it. So let's wait that it loads. And now it's now loaded. As you can see, again, ignore that. That was how you can upload a model. This is how it will start. Let's reset. This is what it will open for you. It's transparent. I know it's strange, but it's worth the weird quirks it has. We're now going to grab our model, which has to be a VRM. If you don't have a VRM version of your model, we'll go into that in a moment. So I will chapter this so you can go from one to the other. We will go first into Unity right after this, before the setup. You can just skip chapter if you want. Not directly now, in like a moment when we'll go into Unity. Now that I have my model, it's a VRM format, as you can see. Grab it, drop it, and it's here. Now that we have this, let's close that. Let's start it. It takes a bit. Let me turn off the light again, so it has a higher contrast for better tracking. So looks strange. The model too looks strange. It's M-tune on both sides, like both in Warudo, as you can see, and in XR. Why does it look like this? I have no clue. I just have no idea. Like I don't have white hair, so that's who knows why. Now, something really important: do not click the one-time setup with streamer mode. Do not, just do not. You're going to understand why now in a second. When we go into options, UI and overlays, now everything is turned off for me because I've done this in the other tutorial, but normally the default values are all turned like this. And you do not want to have the camera show up with the streamer mode, because this will dox you. So if you have this turned on, you will have video input display on, and even with non-webcam it will dox you while it's loading the non-webcam version. I have no idea why. It should not show that. It will show the actual feed of your camera. If you by any chance end up showing XR Animator on a recording, it will show your actual face. So do not use streamer mode. First go into the settings and maybe then go into streamer modes, but that's going to set up things in a weird way which you do not want. So trust me, follow this process. We're going to go into user interface, off, off, and off. You don't need any of that. There is also UI sound effects, which I hate. They're so fucking loud. So let's turn them off as well, and only the user interface, because obviously you have to use the actual program. So now that we are done with that, oh, oops, I hit my microphone, sorry. So now there's two routes where you can go. We can set up XR Animator, or we can go into Unity and set up the character. That being a side part, we'll start first with XR. If you don't have a model ready for XR, we'll go into it. Don't worry. So any bug that you run into the current setup, where it's not allowing you to, for example, I don't know, track properly the shape keys or any of that, go to the Unity part. You're going to see why, because it auto detects them. If it's not detecting them, you have done something wrong with your model. So that's the simple way. Go to the Unity part, go back to here. You can even follow this while it doesn't work. So that's not the problem. Now we're going to set it up. Remember, any bug you encounter with your model where it doesn't track something, or the fingers rotate in a weird way, do not worry, that's up to the model. Like, even with a weird model like mine, it tracks perfectly. Compared to something like a lip motion, which it's just hands, and yeah, why go for that when you have a 15 euro camera and it can even track shoulders? Like, yeah. Now that we have this, how to set up the motion capture? You can't, I'm joking, no, I can't, because I'm using the camera on the other side, which doesn't allow me to use the same camera on two different versions, because as you can see, I have the other version here. So I'll close both of them and reopen it. Sadly, it doesn't update the list of cameras. Even if you stop using it with another software, you have to close XR as well as changing the model. That's a bit painful, but let's close everything. My tracking will die now. Let's close the version we're actually using now as well, and let's go into the folders. We're going back to here, XR, and then XR Animator. It's this AXE, remember, it's just a shortcut to make it clearer. Now, the model is already set up, as you can see. Like, it already remembers which model you've used. So now we can start. Let's wait it for it to load, which usually doesn't take a long time. My model is 140 megabytes, so you can imagine if you have a more optimized model, if you care to optimize it, I don't, it's going to load much faster. Now, do not use streamer mode, please. So we can go into webcam, yes, turn it on, and it's select the right one. As you can see, use the camera on, visible, perfect. Now the mockup, so full body. Do not use any of the other options. Even if you're not going to use full body, please use this version. Do not use legacy, it's a worse version of this one. And mockup options, it's just the settings you can use after. So ignore all of this, just select full body. Why? Face only, it's literally just the shape keys for the face. So and the movement for the head. That's it. Body only, it doesn't even include fingers, so you're going to have literally hands that are still. You cannot move them in any proper way. Body plus hands, the same thing, no fingers. Face plus body, literally no arms, so there's no arms, no hands, so you're not going to be able to move anything. Sorry, I need to sneeze. Yeah, this video is uncut, so you can follow everything throughout, and also because I'm lazy, so I'm not going to cut anything. I'll just upload it directly to YouTube. Face plus body is shit. It doesn't track hands. Full body. Now, if you have not run this before, you're seeing a lot of things appear, probably. It will not actually show this first. It will show two pop-ups on the side. Now the tracking is turned on again. It will show up two pop-ups on the side, and then it will tell you keep the face still, look at the camera with a still expression without any emotions on your face, like actual face, IRL face, not like emotions triggered with a button on your VTuber. So like stand still, hide your hands, just stay how you would rest normally on your chair. That's going to map your face locally. It's not sending to anything. I've already tested it. It's just heavy on your GPU because it's actually using your GPU to track your face. So the better GPU you have, the better tracking you'll have. That's as simple as it is. Don't worry also for the face looking down. It's just with my model. I put the bones in a weird way. So now, how do you send this to Warudo? Simple. You double press VMC, localhost, match the port. Remember, here. Let's go to the character. VMC receiver, sorry. Port, match them. This is the local IP. Don't worry, like this isn't anything accessible from outside your local router, so no one can use this. Someone would have to be connected to my own Wi-Fi to actually be able to use this IP. And this is the port. So now that you have this, match the port. Localhost means 192.168, so don't worry about that. This is matching, even though it says two different things. VMC protocol on, don't worry about that bugging out. Send camera data, so it can track also the shape keys. Mode is Warudo, and turn off your 3D avatar, so it's not consuming more GPU. Now that you have this, what's the advantage of XR? I think I've showed it already. I don't remember. It's 20 minutes already. Fuck. Yeah, but it has full body mockup, which includes like full body tracking, including legs, feet, and everything. Yeah, I showed it already, didn't I? fuck. Yeah, so stand body simple, just have the upper body while sitting at your chair. Warudo is having a fit for some reason, so you have to shake your camera really fucking hard for some reason before it shows up the model again. I have no clue why. Don't ask me. Because I have no idea why it's a thing. So done, and that's XR. Simple, isn't it? So mockup options, if you want to go more in depth: full body tracking, leg IK, arm IK. It's self-explanatory. It will try to fix any movement for any parts that is not tracked. So if your hand is out of screen, it will still try to track it to like compensate for it with IK. Like IK as well. So you're moving your legs in a you're not moving your legs in a weird manner. If it loses your foot, but it still has your thigh, for example, it won't go insane and suddenly start rotating the foot like a maniac. With IK, it will just compensate for it and try to approximate it. So do not turn on body bend reduction. You want it off, otherwise it's going to basically stop your upper torso from moving like forward and backwards and like to the sides like this. And yeah, also that's the IK working, as you can see from the hips. That's automatically doing it. Auto grounding, whether you're using full body tracking or no, turn it on. It's going to look much better. Hip camera, do not turn it on. I have no clue who this is for, but it's an option, so that's better. It will basically stack the camera in XR to the character, to your hips, for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Limb re-entry, limb return, it's just how much time it takes for the hands, for example, when it goes out of frame, to return, to be detected again, and like to return to a default pose when they're out. Like if I turn it to 0, it will be instant as soon as it loses tracking. As you can see, it's much faster, much snappier. I don't recommend it, just leave it on 100%. For everything else, shoulder tracking also, it's really good. Use AI model quality best. That's just going to allow you to actually have depth. Again, this is a €15 camera, no depth detection, no nothing, barely it has a proper color depth. So not even the sensor depth, like literally color depth. It sees everything washed out in a weird way. It doesn't even work with dark light, so not dark light, in the dark with low light. So, and it's still working this great. So yeah, turn on best and medium, so you have proper depth detection, as I've said. Arm horizontal offset, this is just something you can do on your own. It's for comparing your IRL body to the model. I have like a 40 centimeter difference in height and shoulders to my model, so it's useless. I even set it up. It's never going to work. Like if you have models that are way too out of proportion, try to use this. But if you're like with me, where I'm 180 IRL and the model is 2 meters 20, yeah, good luck trying to set it up. It's not going to work. Yeah. So hip adjustments, body colliders, that's nothing to worry about, and that's done. That's literally it. This is XR, you have set up everything. Now we can go into the Unity part. No, the Warudo part, right. So in the editor, there is nothing to... oh fuck. Do not shake Windows around like that, otherwise it's going to be triggering the Windows window readjustment bullshit, and it puts everything on one monitor. So that's my bad. Let's go back to the tracking. What you want to do, I see a lot of people using the onboarding. Don't, please, like, set it up properly. What it's doing on its own, it's not good. It's just don't. I know it's recommended, it never works properly. So just go on your character, select it, motion capture, there is a button here, set up motion capture. Just use this. Warning, this will auto delete the blueprints, so there's literally nothing bad about this. It's just going to complicate your life if you use the onboarding. Now my tracking is dead, as you can see. I use VMC receiver. If you're going to use XR, obviously you want to also use VMC receiver. These are purely preferential. Like I usually turn everything off except like that's when not tracking, lip sync, mixed, because I'm not using iFacial mockup, so I have to use always enabled mixed. Post tracking, VMC receiver again, and that's it. You have your tracking in Warudo, and it's receiving. So yeah, that's the thing. That's done. Now to go to the Unity part, which you should have two things. First of all, you should have, we'll go into this in a second. This is my Ko-fi page, which is free. Don't worry, we'll go into it in a moment. And the SDK project in Unity. Go get them. You can get them on the Warudo docs without any problems. Download the zip, open it, and open it in Unity 2021.3.44f1. Remember, that is the specific version of Unity you have to use. If you're going to run into errors in the console, don't worry about this. This is just me being dumb and forgetting something on my own toolkit. Yeah, you don't want to run into a shit ton of errors because you downloaded the wrong Unity version. You just extract it and it will be ready for you to use. Remember that. Don't go on like 2022 or VR chat versions. Don't. Now that we have this, let's get a tool that I've made. Again, it's free on the Ko-fi page. I will link it below. You can go here, ENVTuber toolkit. Sorry for the notification. It's why are we getting this? Why do I have to get this? I will make it also available on GitHub when I'm done with this video. What is this for? Why am I forced to like do this? And you'll see. If you use ARKit and you're used to a .warudo model, you don't have to set up anything. You just export a model. It has ARKit's blend shapes with the name, with the correct names, and everything is good. Everything is going to work out of the box. With XR Animator, it doesn't. You have to export it with a blend shape. In VRM format, first of all, and in blend shape, with the blend shape setups, basically. Do you want to set up 52 blend shapes? Maybe you are insane like that, and good for you, but I am not, so I have automated it to automatically do it for me. So now that we are in Unity, you're going to see this is the toolkit. It will add this, and you can just open the window and drag it here. So let's just reset it. I forgot to allow it that you can reset it. That's from the previous tutorial. So now what do we do? You have your Warudo format model, you have your FBX model, something like that. Let's start simple. You have your FBX. Let's drag it in. Now what do we do? A lot of people, like for the Warudo version 2, I don't understand why, just drag it here, set everything up here, and then like set up character. Please don't. You're just wasting your time. You're just having to redo everything every time. Delete this. Sorry, don't delete this. Drag it in here, drag it back into here. Prefab variant. That's all you have to do. And this is what this is. Like, this is the prefab variant of the FBX model. Why? So you can just go here and inspector, materials. You can just set up everything here once, and yeah, whatever you do, delete it, you can just drag it here. As you can see, it's showing the magic cloth. Why? Because you've made a preset of it. Basically, what you want to do is edit the actual prefab. Here, as you can see, I've added things directly in here. You do not want to add it in the scene. You just don't want to because you're wasting your time. You're wasting so many hours redoing everything from scratch. Now that you have this, what you have to do is simple. I have a VRM folder which is going to have a bunch of shit in it. Let's select everything, if it allows me to, and delete it. Don't worry about this if like you've set up everything before. Oh no, I have to reset up the blend shapes, I have to redo this, I have to redo that with the blend shapes and the R kit. You don't, that's why I'm making you download my extension. Just wait, save yourself. You have this. All it takes is VRM0 export. So in my case it's Valerie Necrolich Queen version 1, which Necrolich Queen, I barely have a high school necromancy. This is a temporary model. I know the name doesn't really match, but should have a full armor set by maybe the end of eternity if I finish it. No, that's yeah, you can put it Valir RL in my case, whatever you want. Export. Let's go to the actual path that I have right here. I cannot right click anymore, that's my bad. So assets, you want to grab the folder VRM, not material VRM, VRM, and save it there. Give it time, it's going to reload everything, it's going to import everything, and you are not going to have the shape keys. So as soon as it's done, already I can see 32 minutes for the tutorial. I'm surprised if you reached this point at this at this hour mark. So hopefully you did, hopefully you followed up to this point and didn't lose any information on the way. Now you're going to run into a problem. You cannot have magica cloth, you cannot have anything, you cannot have VRM colliders, you cannot have VRM spring bones. Just remove all of that. I know I've just made you export the VRM version with the everything on it, but don't worry, don't worry about that. We'll just go ahead in here and delete everything that has to do with that. So maybe there's yeah, nothing gets exported, so that's fine. Maybe you have the spring bones, you can remove them, remove component. Maybe I should make something that automatically does this as well. So yeah, maybe I'll update my toolkit. So usually let's check if there's anything left. Doesn't seem so. There's no VRM spring bones showing up in this, so let's go back. It didn't export, thankfully. So what you want to do now, open ALX VTuber toolkit. There's also a material tab, which if you... I haven't fixed that error, ignore the material tab, never mind. Grab the actual model, the prefab. You don't have to put it in the scene, just grab it from the asset browser here. You can then go to the inspector here and where is it? Blend shape avatar. So now you're going to see a shit ton of default ones. Do you need them? No, you don't. Maybe the letters here for the lip sync, which I don't have on my model. You should if you have them. You should keep them if you have them. And just remove all of them. Unless you have the VRM version ones, which... why if you're using AR kit, but sure. What to do now, you have the blend shape, you drag it here and auto setup. As you can see, I'm doing something really complex and really hard to do, and that's it. Yeah, did you like the jump cut? This is what the actual plugin does. If you go back here, I told you I was going to save you time. I did save you time. And as you can see, it grabs every mesh, everything, and it automatically sets it up. So you don't have to worry, you don't have to do that manually. Forget about that from now on with the ARKit. Just have this, and let's grab jaw open. Let's go to the list, and as you can see, this doesn't have a jaw open plant shape. Like, I didn't map it to anything. It's just empty, the shape keys, so it didn't assign anything. And it has jaw open here. So yeah, that's as simple as it is. Sometimes I do have to admit, I don't know why, this is just up to Unity, it doesn't bind. Like in my case, I've chosen specifically jaw open because it doesn't work with empty shape keys. That's why it didn't bound in my case. Or did the... No, actually, that's my bad. I think this is another bug I haven't fixed. So yeah, if you still want to download it, even though it has these bugs, I will fix it soon. But yeah, now you have everything. Go back to the VRM here. Now that you have this, just drag it back in. VRM 0. You have everything set up, export. Nothing more complicated than that. You can swap it out for the one you have in the project without any worry. I am not really selling the shit I make. If I kept so many bugs in it, at least it's assigning the shape keys for the body. So maybe if you want to use it, merge everything beforehand for anything that has the shape keys. It's not a good idea, don't do that. I'm joking. It's going to bloat your model so much. It's going to turn it into like multiple hundreds of megabytes. So yeah, avoid that. Do it by hand maybe for the missing ones. I'm sorry, I will generally fix it when it's done. But yeah, now that it's done, let's sadly you have to close your XR Animator. I don't have to, because I simply don't care to. You just close it, drag and drop your model, and that's going to be done. Like, I don't have to reset up right now the tracking and everything. I don't want to. The video is almost over and you barely probably have your attention still, so yeah, that's literally all you need to do. This is a Warudo model, by the way, the one you're seeing on the corner. It's not a VRM imported into Warudo, it's a .warudo model. So even if it doesn't have like spring bones or any of that, do not worry, it will just translate 100% to Warudo. Like, you don't see my hair moving, that's for sure, but that's just because I've made this is a like a temporary model, just because it decided to break with magic a lot. That's on Warudo, that's not on me. Yeah, so no physics and no hair. So that's the tutorial. I'm surprised you have this much patience to watch it. And I think for €15 this is more than worth it. Like, for the camera also, like, it doesn't cost anything. Before you go into €800, €900 gloves that literally burn your skin with the batteries they have, or 4,000, 5,000 body cap, motion capture bodysuits. Like, it's €15 and a green screen at best, like at worst. Yeah, so the tutorial is over. I have cooked my own patience. and my own brain, so I have no clue what I'm doing anymore. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this was useful. I have no idea if it was. Like, this went in depth into everything, so I guess so. I'll be going and dying in 15 hours of sleep, because this was so fucking draining to do. So bye bye, and enjoy Warudo.